In a world filled with noise and distractions, there exist souls who walk a different path, the chosen ones by Allah. These are individuals whose hearts are quietly illuminated by faith, whose actions are hidden from the eyes of people but are seen and loved by their Creator. They don't seek applause or recognition. Instead, they move silently, fulfilling their purpose with sincerity and devotion. Allah mentions in the Quran that He chooses whom He wills, guiding them with His light and mercy. This video will take you on a spiritual journey to discover who these chosen ones are, the signs they carry, and how their silent departure holds a profound lesson for all of us. Stay with us as we uncover the silent yet powerful connection between Allah and His beloved servants. Who are the chosen ones? In the vastness of creation, Allah selects certain individuals, not because of their wealth, power, or status, but because of the sincerity of their hearts and the purity of their intentions. These chosen ones walk among us silently, their deeds hidden from the eyes of the world, but illuminated in the sight of Allah. They may not be famous or celebrated by people, but they are deeply loved by their Creator. The chosen ones are not always those who stand in grand mosques leading prayers or deliver eloquent speeches. Sometimes, they are the ones who pray silently in the corner of their rooms, shedding tears that only Allah sees. They are the ones who give charity with one hand while hiding it from the other. Their hearts are filled with humility, their actions with sincerity, and their intentions with pure devotion to Allah alone. Allah mentions in the Quran, Surah Al-Hajj 75, Allah chooses from the angels messengers and from the people. Indeed, Allah is hearing and seeing. This verse highlights that being chosen by Allah is a privilege and a blessing beyond measure. These chosen ones have a heart that yearns for Allah, eyes that tear up when His name is mentioned, and hands that are always raised in supplication. Being chosen doesn't always mean a life of ease. In fact, many chosen ones go through intense trials and hardships. Prophet Yusuf, A.S., was thrown into a well by his brothers. Prophet Ibrahim, A.S., was tested with the command to sacrifice his son. And Prophet Muhammad, Soda Isa, faced rejection, hardship, and immense loss. But despite these challenges, their trust in Allah never wavered, and their hearts remained steadfast. The signs of being among the chosen are subtle but profound. A chosen one feels a pull towards worship even when the world distracts them. They find peace in their sujud, prostration, joy in their dhikr, remembrance of Allah, and fulfillment in serving others without expecting anything in return. In a world obsessed with being seen, liked, and celebrated, the chosen ones are often hidden gems. They might not shine in the eyes of people, but their light fills the heavens. Let us reflect. Are we striving to be among those whom Allah loves and chooses? The path to becoming one of the chosen ones is through sincerity, devotion, and unwavering faith in Allah's plan. The silent struggles of the chosen ones. Being chosen by Allah is not always accompanied by comfort, ease, or worldly success. In fact, the path of the chosen ones is often paved with challenges, silent struggles, and unseen sacrifices. Their battles are not always visible to the world, but they are deeply felt in their hearts and souls. Allah tests those He loves the most, refining their faith and drawing them closer to Him. These struggles are not punishments, but a sign of Allah's care and attention. When Allah wants to elevate someone, He puts them through trials to cleanse their hearts, purify their intentions, and strengthen their faith. The chosen ones often endure loneliness, betrayal, loss, or rejection, but they bear these hardships with patience, sabr, and trust, tawakkul, in Allah's plan. Prophet Muhammad, Allah, faced immense struggles throughout his life, from being orphaned as a child to facing rejection, abuse, and persecution from his own people. Yet his faith remained unshaken, and his heart was always turned towards Allah. Similarly, Prophet Job, A.S., endured years of illness and loss, yet his tongue never stopped praising Allah. In our modern world, the struggles of the chosen ones might look different, but they carry the same weight. A young Muslim striving to maintain their faith in a world filled with distractions, a mother waking up at night to pray for her children, or a student facing ridicule for practicing their deen. All these are silent struggles that bring them closer to Allah. Allah promises in the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah 286, Allah does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. This verse serves as a source of comfort for those enduring silent struggles. Allah knows our limits, our capacity, and our breaking points. The chosen ones are gifted with a special strength, an unshakable faith that keeps them going even when the world feels heavy on their shoulders. The beauty of these struggles is that Allah sees every tear shed, every pain endured, and every silent prayer whispered into the night. Nothing goes unnoticed, and in return, Allah grants these individuals a special connection with Him, a peace that cannot be explained in words, and rewards that will far outweigh their struggles in this life and the hereafter. So, if you're facing silent struggles, know this: you are not forgotten, and every moment of your pain is a step closer to Allah's mercy and love. The rewards awaiting the chosen ones. The journey of the chosen ones is often filled with silent struggles, patience, and moments of deep reflection. But Allah, in His infinite mercy and wisdom, never lets their sacrifices go unnoticed. The chosen ones are promised rewards that transcend worldly wealth, fame, or recognition, rewards that bring eternal peace, fulfillment, and closeness to Allah. In the Quran, Surah Al-Tawbah 111, Allah promises, "Indeed, Allah has purchased from the believers their lives and their properties in exchange, for that they will have paradise." This verse beautifully captures the essence of being chosen by Allah. The chosen ones are not people who chase after worldly gain. Instead, they prioritize Allah's pleasure and the promise of the akhirah, hereafter, over everything else. Inner peace and contentment, sakina. One of the greatest rewards Allah grants His chosen ones in this life is sakina, a deep, unshakable inner peace that no external circumstance can disrupt. This peace is not tied to material possessions, relationships, or status. It comes from an unwavering connection with Allah and the knowledge that He is always watching over them. Even during hardships, the chosen ones feel a sense of tranquility because they know their struggles are not in vain. Their hearts are at rest because they trust Allah's plan, even when it's not immediately clear to them. Special dua acceptance. The duas, prayers, of the chosen ones hold a special weight. Allah listens to every prayer, every whispered plea in the stillness of the night. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Three supplications are never rejected: the supplication of a father, the supplication of a fasting person, and the supplication of an oppressed person." The chosen ones often find that their du'as are answered in ways they couldn't have imagined. Even if the answer isn't immediate, they know Allah's timing is perfect, and His response is always the best. Elevated status in the hereafter. The ultimate reward for the chosen ones awaits them in Jannah, paradise. Allah has prepared unimaginable blessings for them. Gardens beneath which rivers flow, palaces of gold and pearls, and eternal happiness free from pain, loss, or fear. The Prophet Muhammad mentioned, "Allah has prepared for His righteous servants what no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no human heart can imagine." These rewards aren't just material, they include the greatest honor of all, the chance to see Allah, Subhanahu wa ta'ala. In paradise, the chosen ones will experience the indescribable joy of gazing upon their Creator, a moment worth every sacrifice and struggle they endured in this world, Allah's love and protection. Perhaps the most beautiful reward is Allah's love and protection. The chosen ones are under the shade of Allah's mercy, and their lives are filled with blessings, even if they don't always recognize them. They are protected from harm, guided during confusion, and supported during moments of weakness. Allah says in Surah Al-Baqarah 2257. Allah is the protector of those who have faith. From the depths of darkness, He will lead them into light, a legacy that lives on. The chosen ones often leave behind a legacy of faith, kindness, and positive change. Even after they leave this world, their good deeds continue to benefit them through sadaqah jariyah, continuous charity, knowledge they imparted, or righteous children who pray for them. Being chosen by Allah is not about living a life free from challenges, but about living a life full of purpose, faith, and trust in Allah's wisdom. The rewards, both in this world and the hereafter, far outweigh any struggle faced on this path. If you feel like Allah is testing you, guiding you, or drawing you closer, know that you are loved, protected, and chosen for a purpose far greater than you can imagine. Signs you might be one of the chosen ones. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to forget that some people are chosen by Allah for a higher purpose. The signs that one might be among the chosen ones are not always visible to the outside world, but those who are chosen often feel a deep inner connection to their Creator. If you feel a tug in your heart, wondering whether you might be among the chosen, here are 5 signs that could suggest you are on the right path. One of the first signs that you might be chosen is a deep spiritual sensitivity. You are naturally inclined to connect with Allah and often feel a sense of peace and tranquility when you remember Him. Whether it's through prayer, reciting the Quran, or simply contemplating the world around you, your heart is moved by the beauty and majesty of Allah's creation. This sensitivity also manifests itself in moments of discomfort or guilt when you stray from the path of righteousness. If you find yourself quickly repenting for even the smallest of mistakes, this heightened awareness is a sign that Allah is guiding you toward purification. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The heart of a believer is between 2 fingers of the Merciful, and He turns it as He wills." Sahih Muslim. When Allah keeps your heart sensitive to His guidance, you may be among those He has chosen for something greater. Another sign of being chosen is the tests and trials you face. The Prophet Muhammad mentioned that the most tested individuals are the prophets, followed by those closest to them. If you find yourself going through adversity, whether it's personal loss, health issues, financial struggles, or emotional pain, it's important to remember that these trials are not a punishment. Instead, they are a means through which Allah purifies and elevates you. The chosen ones are not exempt from hardship. In fact, they are tested even more because their hearts are being refined for a higher purpose. These struggles serve to increase your patience, sabr, and strengthen your relationship with Allah. Allah says in the Quran, "Do not kill yourselves. Indeed, Allah is ever merciful to you." Surah An-Nisa 4:29. This verse reminds us that tests are a part of life, but they are not to break us. Instead, they are meant to build us into the person Allah wants us to become. Being one of the chosen ones often comes with an innate desire to help others. You feel a deep sense of compassion for those in need, and you're moved to serve your community, whether through charity, offering support, or simply providing a listening ear. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The best of people are those that bring most benefit to the rest of mankind." Daraqtni. If you constantly find yourself seeking ways to make a positive difference in the lives of others, it's a sign that Allah has placed a special quality within you, a quality that not only benefits you, but also those around you. Your acts of kindness and your efforts to help others reflect the mercy and compassion of Allah. And through this, you are elevating your own spiritual status. Another sign that you may be among the chosen is a profound inner peace that you feel during acts of worship. Whether it's during your prayers, salah, listening to Quranic recitation, or engaging in dhikr, remembrance of Allah, you experience a sense of tranquility that feels almost otherworldly. The chosen ones often find that their souls are nourished through worship, and they are able to reach a level of inner peace that others may struggle to attain. The Quran tells us, "Verily, In the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:28. If you find yourself feeling calm and spiritually fulfilled during worship, it's a sign that Allah is drawing you closer to Him and making you one of His chosen. The final sign that you may be chosen is that you feel a constant, subtle guidance from Allah, whether through signs in your daily life, unexpected moments of clarity, or a deep sense of trust in Allah's plan. You feel as if you are being led along the right path. This divine guidance is often accompanied by a sense of peace, even during difficult times. When you pray, you feel as though your prayers are being answered in subtle ways. This divine assistance helps you make decisions that align with Allah's will. It could be a sudden inspiration to act with kindness, a sense of conviction to avoid a harmful path, or even a change in perspective that helps you understand your purpose. As Allah says in the Quran, "And whosoever fears Allah, He will make a way for him to get out from every difficulty, and He will provide him from sources he never could imagine." Surah At-Talaq 65, 2-3. If you feel that your life is being guided in the right direction, with Allah's mercy surrounding you, it is a clear indication that you are being chosen for something greater. The signs that you might be one of the chosen ones are not always outwardly visible, but they are deeply felt within. If you experience a strong connection to Allah, are tested with hardships, have an innate desire to help others, find peace during worship, and feel guided by divine mercy, then you may be one of the chosen. Remember that these signs are not meant to elevate you above others, but rather to remind you of the great responsibility that comes with being chosen by Allah. Continue to nurture your relationship with Allah and trust that He has chosen you for something beautiful, something greater than you can imagine. As you reflect on these signs, remember that being chosen by Allah is not about status, but about being entrusted with a deeper connection to Him. These signs are a reminder that you are being guided, purified, and prepared for a higher purpose. Stay humble, continue your worship, and trust in Allah's plan. No matter where you are on your spiritual journey, know that Allah is always near, ready to guide you further. Embrace your path, for it may lead you to something truly remarkable. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss another uplifting message. Stay connected with us for more Islamic motivation and guidance.